Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice. Excuse me, because today we're doing, I think it's episode 5 of my comic recommendations for the horror season, or Halloween. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why I put it that way, but oh well. This one is going to be a little bit of a lighter, more kind of comedic horror and shorter series. It is a trade paperback called She Bites, written by Hedwig Hale and Alberto, how do we pronounce that? H-D-E-S, Heads. And it is published by Scout Comics. There's only 3 issues. Front, side, back. And you can see a little girl in the front, and then this girl here. Basically, the story of this is, well, let me read the back. I have to turn this so I can. It is 1997. It's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A 134-year-old vampire in the body of a 9-year-old girl is squatting a basement apartment she stole from a local pedophile who made the mistake of trying to take her home. This is Elsie Baker, and she's sick and tired of stupid adults treating her like a lost little girl. In order to get out of the house without being harassed, she hires a babysitter to be her chaperone. Enter Lisa Zielinski, a suicidal teenager in search of some quick cash so she can buy a one-way ticket to Scotland and jump off a cliff despite the dangerous payday. It turns out that babysitting a vampire might be more trouble than it's worth. Okay. That sounds a little dark. And yes, okay, so there's certain comedies that it sounds like it might be dark, like Better Off Dead. Okay, one of my favorite comedies. Guy's John Cusack movie. His girlfriend dumps him for the local ski instructor, and he tries to commit suicide. Hilarity ensues. Okay. There is Fanboys. A group of friends. A friend is dying of cancer. They decide to go across country to break into Lucasfilm so they can watch episode 1. So there are, those sound dark, but those are some funny movies. Now this sounds a little dark. This girl wants to commit suicide. She gets the money so she can go to Scotland and kill herself. But it's kind of funny and endearing. Because, I can sort of see why this girl who looks like she's looks like a 9-year-old girl, right? She's 134 years old. She wants to, buy cigarettes and get stuff like that. But people are just being missing the little 9-year-old. That's actually kind of funny. Now, you have what is her name? Brenda. Kind of a depressed goth girl who wants to kill herself. And, it's... You put the two of them together, you put the situation together, and the way that Hedwig wrote it, it was just really kind of funny. Because the situation is so outrageous. 134-year-old vampire trapped in a 9-year-old girl's body. Wanted to buy cigarettes and can't do it. And then the normality of some teenage girl who wants to kill herself. Or even a teenage boy for that matter, but that doesn't have anything to do with this comic. But the extreme of the fantasy here, and the extreme of just something that is kind of normal, and you put them together, and it's the situations that arise. It's kind of like the old buddy cop movie, where you're like, the opposites just create some fun stuff. Like, she's going in there, she wants to buy some bleach, some rope, and there's all this other stuff. And the clerk lets her buy all that stuff, but then when she wants to buy a pack of Lucky Strikes, he's like, yeah, no. Yeah, not going to let it happen. So yeah, I mean, it's just, it was kind of funny. They bond and become friends, despite some of the really over the top stuff that happens in there. The vampire, going after the girl's bullies and stuff like that, and the girl attacking these, punk rock guys that want to mess her up. So, fun little slice of life vampire stuff, and some really nice art that just is suiting with the story. I mean, it's, like I said, it's not a super long story. It's not super deep. I mean, because if you've seen like buddy cop movies or stuff like Better Off Dead, you've seen this type of stuff before, but it's just got a little bit of the horror aspect in with the comedy. So I really recommend this. It is just a fun, quick read that'll just make you smile and have a good time, and it made me want more. And as far as I know, there isn't any more, so that's the best way to do it. Is just come in, tell a good story in 3 issues, leave a good taste in your mouth. Okay, I didn't realize that was such a pun until I did that. And go. So I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5, and really recommend this. It's $14.99, and you can probably get it on In Stock. I haven't checked. I should have, but anyway, She Bites. Good story, and it would be a quick read and very enjoyable. So if you've read it, let me know what you think of it. If not, check it out. You'll enjoy it. And like, subscribe, possibly share, and most of all, enjoy your comedy horror books for this time of year.